transitioning from project segment to project segments is always a little tricky. Just make sure that you have a plan to store and save whatever work you have. So this book is upside down, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick my template into the book and shut it down. Now I already have a plan in my head, but if you're not sure, make a plan in your book first so you know what you're going to do next. Now in my case, I have this template electrical box, so I have to be careful not to use this for my actual work. I'm going to put this aside now and get the boxes I'm going to need to do the trick. Now I have the two boxes that I want to work with today, right now. The goal is to make a hole here and a hole here on both boxes. Put one there, put one there. When you don't knock out this center, this is a pretty strong side of the box. So now I need a strong surface to bang a dent into the holes, okay? And then I'm going to drill through both electrical boxes. This is a center punch that I made from an old nail set. All I did was sharpen the end of it. Hopefully you can see that. Grandpa's hammer. Use a heavier hammer. Put the boxes on a concrete floor. Don't try and do this on a wood table. It's just not going to work. You're putting a lot of force into this little tiny point, and that'll dissipate into the floor. So you can get that little tiny punch mark in those holes. Do this on a wood table and you'll be there all day trying to make a punch mark. So right there, whoops, start again, line it up and whack it once. See if that moves. Take the other one, line it up, whack it. Take that one, hold it, whack it. Okay, which one did I miss? Okay, that one's okay. Take it, hold it, line it up, whack it. And don't hit your finger. Yay! No injuries. Alright, great. Whack it once is pretty good. Whack it twice, you're looking at a banged up finger in an emergency room. Back to the work table. We have our center punch holes. Now, I could drill these holes out here on this wood, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in a vise and then drill the holes out. Now, I could have used this to punch the center punch holes, but it's a lot easier to put on the concrete floor. Most people don't have a vise like this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the vise to drill this out. Alright, it helps to have a pretty good idea as to what screws you're going to use for the holes and how long you want them to last. Well, I want these to last forever, so I'm using these decking screws. The heads aren't really flat on the inside, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these flat washers to give it a little flatness and a little width and a little strength. So I'm going to make 4 of these, but I have a few spares in case something goes haywire. Maybe I'll make 2 spares in case I drop one and it rolls under something, which does happen a lot with me. Maybe it's because I have a lot of things for things to roll under. Okay, so there we go. Now, I just want to hold this up and make sure that the threads go beyond the drill bit. Okay, this is big, maybe just a hair too big, but you know what? I'm going to use that. Ready? I'm going to bang the back end of the drill while I'm drilling with my fist. Drill bit is not that sharp. These are older drill bits. Okay, I need to swap that drill bit out for a new one. So here's a Cobalt Milwaukee 3/32 drill bit. I'm going to open up this one and use this one. This bit's a little small for the job, but we're going to give it a whirl. Don't put so hard that you're going to bend it and break it. Light pressure. That's a sharp bit versus a dull bit there for you. Let's get this out and do the next one. When you're a DIYer, don't waste time with dull tools. Get sharp tools. Now don't put a lot of pressure on this because this bit is smaller and it will snap. Just get the hole made. Now get a bigger bit. I'm just using my hand to switch the bit. Now for the dull one that we had. The tip is the dull part. Apparently the outer part of the drill bit is just fine. Oh, look at that. Whoopsie. Set your gun for Titan. Open up the jaws until it slides on. Hold the jaw. Oops. There we go. I had the wrong button pushed. Now it's going to lock in. There we go. Got the bit out. Sometimes this happens. Don't fret, get it done. Now, okay, that will go through the electrical box, but I probably need that to be maybe a little bigger, just so I can get that all the way through and not have to tear off the threads to mount that electrical box. This will give me a little leeway when I mount the box up. Wow, that bit is dull. I'm going to have to get a special bag and mark them as dull bits. New bit. Oh, wow. All right. I definitely need to mark my bits as dull. Perfect. Here's the finished product. 2 small lights in the back, 4 brighter lights in the front. This is the light with one wire. This is the light with two wires. You can still see some of the holes and even some of the washers still stuck in the ceiling. You need to come back with plaster and kind of fill that in. Here we are back at the plan. What I'm going to do, just kind of draw in the light fixtures the way that they look, and then another light fixture on this hole and another light fixture on this hole. 3-panel and, you know, a circle light, if you want to call it circle light. There's an old Robin Williams joke about how the Americans spent millions of dollars to make a pen that writes in space in zero gravity. The Russians solved the problem by flying up a lot of pencils. Hey, they didn't need to invent any new pens that write upside down. They had a whole bunch of pencils up there, never had a problem.